Hey all, ADHD TCG here. It's been a really long time. It's a special occasion. We've got some MetaZoo UFO eBay boxes. If you've watched some of my old videos, you would have seen that I've opened a ton of UFO. It was super cheap and I loved opening it. I really enjoyed the set. There were big misses on it. If they would have added the Flatwoods monster, you know. But all this is actually irrelevant because, yeah, everybody knows that MetaZoo is toast at this point. We'll chat about that. I think that's probably the best thing. First thing though, actually no, we'll get into it after. I'm gonna move these out of the way because they're just a little bit bulky. We'll do one at a time here. So we're gonna open 2 regular ones and then we're gonna open 1 NFT. And I did not an NFT holder because I think the NFTs were a scam. And at this point, I think that's a pretty good opinion to have. I've had that opinion for a really long time. What's interesting, okay, so if you watch my seance videos, you would have seen at that point, so it's crumbling here, that I said I think that was the point when I was pretty much done with MetaZoo. I might have done a video here there. This is the cheapest plastic ever, by the way. Listen to this. This is awful. And that's not how we even talk about that. But the, yeah, so I'm trying to think of where to even start here. I would say that like I fell off MetaZoo Seance. Seance was the time, and I've bought in some singles since then just to have them because I like them. But at Seance, I had already felt that MetaZoo was crashing. When I opened those couple of booster boxes that had 0 hollows in them, I was done. Like and more than done. I think I was already done before that. And then Seance was that one where I was like, maybe it can win me back. Got a couple of those Seance boxes. Nope, completely done, you know. So here I am now, everything's crashing and I'm scooping up some stuff that I never opened. What's special about this is that, like, I opened so much UFO and I don't have any UFO cards that have the eBay sticker on them. So, they're not sticker, but sign on them. So that's what I'm excited to open here. Now, let's talk about the whole situation here. Yeah, Mike is a total douchebag. Well, I don't know if everybody's known that, but I've known that for a long time. Oh, look at that. I didn't know that this was inside too. Interesting. And some Wilderness. I haven't opened Wilderness forever. Well, that's cool. These look different for some reason. Maybe it's just that I haven't opened this in a really long time. I don't know. I don't even know what these are supposed to be. I opened a ton of UFO. And it was great. It was truly, truly great. Look at all the stuff in here. Is that it? Is there only that many? Oh, there's even more UFO packs down here. This is crazy. Is this the NFT box? This can't be the NFT box. Look at that too. eBay. We've got, is that a Tesseract? I don't remember what it is. I've been so out of the game for so long. I don't even know. Here's the eBay packs. Oh, I see what's going on. These are just regular packs they throw in. And they throw in a couple of eBay packs. Well, that's cool. I'm psyched on that. I've never opened one of these before. Look at these cheap dice, of course. Look at these crappy pencils that I bet sharpen like. These are the ones that I remember being a kid and getting a pencil and just knowing it's not going to work. I bet the lead in here doesn't write worth crap. Why? Because it's MetaZoo. You expect nothing else. And we've got our... What's inside of here? We've got our thermos. I was going to use this, but honestly, I think that this metal's probably, like, it wouldn't surprise me. This is just my opinion. It wouldn't surprise me if this actually had lead in it because they're just so cheap, right? They always have been. This is MetaZoo. They've just, every bad decision that could be made, they made. Okay, let's put this away. I swear that this was an accident, this printing, like that it shouldn't have been stretched out and somehow they messed up. Even that. I think that that's what happened with this. Now, so we could rag on Mike. Mike's a total douche. My opinions. Everything I say in this video are just opinions, by the way, in case anybody gets offended. I'm so used to the fans being so upset. Here is the card that comes with it. I do not have this. I like that I have it. I still will keep my collection though. Yeah, Mike's a total douchebag. I remember following by the time Andy took over, I really wasn't even paying attention, to be honest. I was toasted at MetaZoo. I just didn't care. Oh, cool. That's a nice poster. On the cheapest material possible. So the Andy thing, yeah, he seems like a douche too, but honestly, everybody, like, people focus on Andy so much, and really, like, Mike's been behind like this the entire time. He's the one that, okay, let's go back to the start. I remember getting into MetaZoo, and I remember opening some Nightfall boxes, and they had 0 full hollows in them. And I remember going online onto the Discord and talking with some people, and how you get threatened that you're going to get banned by talking about this stuff. Huge red flag. I remember people throwing out it's true random. Every one of you that said true random, I remember arguing it back with people. I've said this in my videos for a long time. You can go to probably any of the MetaZoo videos, or I don't even know, I haven't looked at them in a long time. But really, I've been saying the true random thing is crap since I started doing videos. We know that. With Seance, it proved it. It is not true random. It never was true random. That was a lie from the start, and that was one of the things that I recognized immediately. I remember just thinking, like, how do people buy this? This is not true random. And this is, I come from a statistics background, and it blew my mind. And then the threats of getting, start with the Crypto Nation Part 2, or second edition, and then the threats from community members. So Mike's at fault, for sure. You know who else is at fault? It's all the community members that got mad at other people for criticizing MetaZoo. That like is the one thing that people are missing. And then to see all these YouTubers and see all these other people in the Discord now all of a sudden, like, yeah, MetaZoo's been a scam for a long time. Like, how about how about a bit of humility and just saying, you know, some of us were wrong. And not everybody. There's some really good YouTube creators, but some of the YouTube creators, Ghost Train, yeah, I'll take it, love it. Some of the YouTube creators actually were ones that were supportive when I remember talking about this. There's some really good creators out there that would chat about this and wouldn't get offended by having the conversation. But then there were so many people that just, like, if you even brought up a criticism of anything MetaZoo, they just went ballistic. And that's not even Argos. I mean, Argos is, I've never spoken to Argos. Argos seems like now that I've seen how he dealt with MetaZoo's crashing, he seems like just one of those positive dudes. I give him a lot of credit. He gained a lot of respect from me since this whole thing went down. And Pee-wee's was a really good support. I remember talking to Pee-wee's quite a bit. And but then there were some people, oops. I'll throw that out. We don't need that. There were some people that I remember just like, you know, you'd say this and you'd think that you had done something to them, like that you'd hurt their family members or something. And just going on the attack, and then the bannings, like every part of this, looking back, people, I remember, Nick's Power and Strength has been one of my favorite creators lately. But he's been saying, oh, red flags. Dude, there's been red flags from the very start. And he's such an awesome creator. I love what he's done with MetaZoo, all his investigations, all his drama, keeping up with that. I actually enjoy that at this point. It's making it quite a bit of fun. But these red flags have been going on forever.
This one is dedicated to all the bravers in the nation.
Back anyways. You know, like this whole thing. Look at cool. Friend token. I don't remember some of these cards. It's been so long. I don't remember this Daybreak one either. It's wild how long it's been. Yeah, so mapping issues. That started from Nightfall for sure. And then, I mean, it was still happening in Seance, which is insane, right? Then you have UFO. Remember with UFO? I opened all the boxes. Look at how many full hollows I got in those boxes. They were 95% full hollows. And nothing was ever set. There was no accountability. And that's MetaZoo. Zero accountability. Like, it's just it's so interesting that they produce something that is so fun. I'll throw all these away. That is so fun to collect. I know people, I've been in a Discord with some people that actually love playing it, even though I get the criticisms of it being a shitty game. Some people like it, and that's good. Good for you. But man, did they run this into the ground. So we've got the UFO. We've got all the hollows in the UFO. We've got Nightfall issues. Oh yeah, didn't the spell books for Nightfall, they were supposed to be like, they had mapping issues where there were no, like, very little hollows. I actually got higher hit rates out of my Nightfall spell books than I did out of booster boxes. I have a feeling that the mapping was also, there were mapping issues with where it was located, because I swear in Canada sometimes we got really good stuff and everybody in Canada got that, and sometimes they didn't. So now we're going to go into these eBay packs. This is what I'm excited for. Now the bannings, another one. So I was watching a documentary the other day on a cult, and one of the things they would say, I think it was the Twin Flames one, where they were talking about FUD, spreading FUD. George says this on the May the Zoo Be With You podcast. Spreading FUD, you're spreading FUD. And if you watch some of these documentaries, one will see that that's a term that cults use to keep their members in. And one of the first things, when I joined one of the Discords, one of the first things I ever said to somebody is, man, MetaZoo's kind of like a cult. I was joking about this, and people kind of laugh. Well, I got one person that reacted kind of funnily, and looking now, watching like that documentary and seeing them use the word FUD, this is exactly what MetaZoo was doing. It was like, they ran it like a cult, 100%. You came in, if you said anything negative in the Discord, you were out, and then you were excommunicated. It was, if you wanted to be in the good books with the owners of MetaZoo, you had to be completely positive, zero criticism. You had to just spread the good word, right? And they ran it truly like a cult. I would love for Netflix to do a documentary on this, because you got Steve Aoki involved, you've got Mike Waddell, and it literally is, hey, I'll take a Van Meter visitor. That's a good hit. You've got NFTs in this. You've got bros investing in it. Like, incredible. It's there's a story here. And then the very last minute, Mike sends out an email saying, or a message, we're going to do better. And then 2 weeks later, so then he pumps the market and he's selling it off on from a side. This is all opinion based too. Just to remember that. And then it turns out, allegedly, he's selling it off on from some other company, or somebody is. I don't know who it is. I wouldn't be surprised if Mike's behind it, because it seems like when he was talking to Bailey that there's something going on, that Mike's trying to help shut the company down, yet he's no longer the president. It makes no sense. None of it makes sense. I don't believe a word that's coming out of there right now. Hey, Houston Batman, I'll take that. Sweet. It's a couple of good hits. Gosh, what a mess. And I've been watching it happen for so long and enjoying it. I have a friend, and I remember him and I like talking, and he would always just say, "Man, MetaZoo, it's honestly it's the crappiest cards." And like, yeah, they are crappy. I remember when somebody had said, made a criticism of the card, and they said, "When are you going to get better stock?" And Mike said, "I love the stock." And everybody started saying, "Oh, I love the stock of the paper. Oh, it's the best." This is in the Discord. Like, the stock sucks. Like, it truly sucks. These are not good cards. Like, these are actually newer ones, and they're a little bit better. But back when this was happening, yeah, these are better actually. I should say that, these later ones. So I should find. Let's go back to go to these number 2s. Which are the ones that were super plasticky? Was it? Which one was it? Where they went into almost a plastic coating. I gotta remember, was it Wilderness that started to feel really plasticky? Gosh, I'll keep my eye out for it. I'm criticizing it, and then I rip one of these. I'm like, actually, this one's not too bad now. But if you go back to 2nd edition and around that time when this was going on, it was absolutely shit. It was brutal, and yet people, applauded that. It was just a followers thing. Then you had Purple Elf getting kicked out of there. You had so much. You had even MetaZoo the podcast, man. Like, they would criticize Fab, and the criticism they put on this is so little, and I just don't get it. I don't see why these guys aren't actually being real and being like, yeah, they screwed over a lot of people. Be honest about it, Anyways, you can tell where I'm at. I actually, part of the reason I wanted to even open these is because I felt like it would be fun to just go in here and complain about, not even complain, but just like empty my mind that's been going on for years. I've been waiting for this to happen. And I've been collecting too, so even with this crash, I'm just like scooping up cards that I've never had. It's been great. Okay, one box is down. Let's do next eBay box. And, oh no, this is the NFT box. We can save that one for last. We'll do the next actual box. I'm gonna have, my kids are gonna have so many lunch boxes now. People are gonna be like, what is MetaZoo? Your dad is a fool. But these were, I think we got them for below the actual MSRP of them. Oh man, this plastic is so awful. It's just the worst, lowest quality. Even the shirts, I ordered some of those Dim Mak shirts on a huge sale, the Dim Mak MetaZoo shirts, again, all my opinion, and they were they were awful. If you actually, like, I've only worn them and washed them a couple of times, and if you can look through one of the layers, like if you look through, put your head in the shirt and look out one side, you can actually see through it. It's so cheap. I had my buddy came over and I was like, check out these shirts, the quality isn't that bad, trying to be positive about it. And he looks at it and he goes, that is awful. This is MetaZoo. This is truly what MetaZoo is. And I was like, you know what, you're right. It is awful. I'm just trying to be nice here. It's just shitty quality. And that's MetaZoo for you. I will not even let my kids play with these because it wouldn't surprise me. I'm not saying it wouldn't surprise me if there was lead in them. It just wouldn't. Like, that's where we're at. Okay, we got some more eBay packs. So far, man, like, got a Van-Meter Visitor. I'll take that. The one card that I chased with UFO boxes the most was the Men in Black card. I know it's not going to happen. That it's too high of a card for me. But I just love getting some of these cards that are a little bit more rare, given I've got, like, hundreds of holos from, maybe 200s of holos from the original UFO release. Okay, here we go. We'll do these guys first. So that's fun. What have I been doing though? Okay, if you've still made it this far and I've been complaining, thank you for continuing to watch. I'll throw that guy out. That guy's not worth anything. Thank you for continuing to watch. What have I been doing? Why haven't I been on here? So I actually worked on an album with one of my friends. Her name is Ember Belladonna, and I did the drums for 3 of the songs on the album. And you can find her on Spotify. It is folk metal. And so I did some work on Spirit Woman. I did, what were the other ones? Spirit Woman, The Unnamed, and The Grove. Something in The Grove. I forget right now, because just because I'm on camera, I'm going to forget. I love this card, by the way. This is one of the coolest UFO cards. This should have been some sort of a holo. I love that. So yeah, check it out. It's on Apple, Spotify. She did a bunch of press. She ended up going like, yeah, it really turned out, hey, we got an agua. You can go back here with this guy. And it turned out really well. I really enjoyed it. I've been updating my drum set. I've actually got another project going on as well that's more of a rock and roll, hard rock sound. So maybe if I'm still opening stuff, then I will I'll let you all know in a future opening. But until then, yeah, check out Ember Belladonna. Super cool. The music you're hearing in the background right now, I also did this. I do electronic music. This is a hardstyle remix I did of, what is it called? Hardcore Vibes by Dune 90s. Pocket Dimension Orb, you can go there. So I've been really busy with music. And then I've been studying for another exam again. I'm about 160 hours into a 350-hour study for an actuary exam. It's my fifth one? I think it's my 5th one. I don't remember. There's so many of them. So things have been busy. And I haven't been opening any trading card stuff. I've just been, I've just been sniping certain cards that I never got before. Golden Hair Girl. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out which is the set that had the super plasticky feeling cards. I wish I had my collection. There's some of my collections here. I don't. I picked up some of the chases from Nightfall. I got the Wendigo. I got the Piazza Bird. I got Satanic Panic Freaking love that card. I got one of the other ones too that is Satan-y. Love it. And picked up first edition Mothman. I also got a bunch of these, not a bunch, I got like 2 or 3 of these Black Friday packs, and I haven't even opened those yet. Maybe one day I'll do it. We'll see. I've got a feeling that like the viewership on MetaZoo has dropped to just like the price of cards. Woolly Mammoth. I'm getting some hits today though. Very cool. If only these were actually worth hitting. Oh well. Okay, here we go, the big guys. eBay, MetaZoo eBay cards for UFO. Yeah, and there's a couple other cards I've been looking at. It's just been sniping them when I can get a really good price. I've been sniping them. eBay's been great. Thank you, eBay. Thank you, everybody selling your collections. I almost bought a couple of cases, just to open cases to have something to do because they're so cheap. USO. Yeah. I'm gonna probably keep all those hollow, even the reverse hollows, just because I've opened so much UFO, and just to have something that's even a little bit more rare. Oh boy, amazing. These reverse hollows, I bet there's even less of them than there is of non-eBay full hollows, right? Or not full hollows. Like these are probably, there's probably so much more limited than the eBay ones, right? They're probably even more limited than the eBay full hollows, I'm thinking, in print numbers. So I will keep those. I will keep them. Embers. I don't think there's any surprises in these packs either, is there? Monster cartridge tree. Yeah. Caster gun. My buddy pulled one of these out of an eBay box. Nothing there yet. I guess I should keep these eBays a little bit separated. It's been so long I don't even have a bin to put my packs in. I've just been doing other stuff. Life is so busy right now. Cracked some sorcery open. I still have sorcery videos. I feel like the passion for making videos is I just like all of my passion for making videos and for TCGs has literally gone into music. That's it, just drumming all the time. I wish I had a picture of my drum set to share with y'all because I'm pretty psyched on it. Ooh, a hat, man. This is so much nicer. The printing on this is so much nicer, I swear. It must be different. Or I'm completely wrong. I don't even remember. I wish I remembered this stuff so I could actually comment and know what I'm talking about. But I'll take a hat, man. Great hit. Other guys.
This one is dedicated to all the ravers in the nation.
Oh, I even bought the one card I was missing from eBay as well. I don't even, what is it? There's something on his face? No. It's that square in the middle of, like it's the full hollow square, like the whole card's a hollow. It's like a full art almost. That is the one guy that I got as well. And now it looks like in Canada, at least, a lot of these cards are starting to dry up. I was looking the other day to see if there's anything I could buy again, and it was pretty slim pickings at that point. Things are disappearing. The passion is gone. I've been looking at some other games. Star Wars Universe, I've looked at even checking that out. If it gets cheap enough, I'm hoping that game that the price goes down, and that I can just buy a bunch of it at once and crack it out. That would be a lot of fun. I love Star Wars, so maybe in 6 months you'll be seeing me do that. Maybe not. Who knows? This is the last pack of that one. The Seven Thunders. Okay, we're going into the NFT box. So non-NFT, you know, we've got some hits here. This is decent. It's okay. Now we got the NFT guy. Now, I wanted to talk about this. Look at the crappy like, it's not just that the plastic's crappy. Look at, like, this looks like somebody absolutely opened it and resealed it. That's how bad this plastic is. That if it's resealed, that won't surprise me. But this is what MetaZoo used. Is it literally used the stuff that people, like, it's this crappy plastic. There's no MetaZoo logos on it at all. Nothing. Like, it's so MetaZoo, right? And hear that. Like, this is There's no MetaZoo logos. It's nothing. It's just
Dedicated
completely.
to all the ravers in the nation.
Oh man, it's embarrassing. Here we go. We're not gonna go through everything again, except for, don't we get a different coin this time? This is this coin. This is that. This time, yeah, we get 10 of these. So there's 5 packs there. Oh, there's another one of these promos. Interesting, another 5 packs. Where is the special coin though? I thought there was a special coin in here. Is it in here? Huh, it is not in here. What is going on? Is this it? No. Did somebody like, I wonder if this guy actually opened this and removed the coin. Because that looks exactly the same as this one. That is super weird. I'll have to ask my buddy too if he ran into the same thing. Who knows, maybe this guy, opened them. I'm gonna check the packs. I've been scammed on MetaZoo packs as well. It's a great thing. And for you that are fans that like weren't, that didn't, that allowed us to like other people to speak, really appreciate it. There's some pretty cool people in the MetaZoo universe, but then there's just like a bunch of followers. Yikes. The other thing I saw is the Rise, like the card game Rise that I opened a bunch of and I was super excited for. Still some of my favorite cards ever. Rise, nothing will ever compare to like how much I love those cards, but man, there's nothing else going on there. They're still kicking actually. The Discord is going. Even the sales, some of the cards are actually still holding value. I've got so many Rise sample cards and whatnot. I've got sealed packs here. So that game just magically took off, like from an underground movement here, and just over the years continued to build and build. Oh man, what a! It would just be awesome. It would be the best thing ever. Alien Bigfoot, yeah. These guys, get up there. The sorcery is kicking well. Boxes are starting to go down in price, but I mean that's what happens when you have a year between releases. Sorcery is one I think I'll still pay attention to for a while. It seems like they're running it pretty decently. It's just a matter of getting this next set out. I know that there were some printing issues. People weren't happy with the print quality of the last cards. And hey, Cryptid Busters. And that's how she goes in this market. Lorcana, all of a sudden I can get my hands on a bunch of Lorcana, but the packs are so expensive. In Canada, the packs are like they're $10 a pack. It's just there's no way I'm gonna buy a bunch of packs for $10 a pack. In a couple of years, when like everything else catches up, I'll do that. But when you compare it to something like Pokemon, where I can still get it for maybe $4.50 a pack, sometimes I can actually at the cheap when there's sales, I can even get it for $3.50 a pack. There's no way that I'm gonna like jump to Lorcana and pay those prices. At this point, it's about having fun. Well, it always has been about having fun. Ooh, I like that iridescent orb. It's always been about having fun, but also I just rather buy a new crash symbol. My entire set, I've been just like, I've got a new trash splash. I've got new, I've redone so much of it. I've got a custom skin on the front of the drums. I've completely done my thing, and I'm really excited for the next project that I'm working on. That's a rock kind of project. Got a buddy that moved back, big time rock star, and I would call him a big time rock star because he's incredibly talented. He's toured with some pretty big names here in Canada. Very smart musical guy, and the music we're putting out, I think it'll be it's a lot of fun for us to write it. I've been enjoying that immensely. So what would I rather spend my money on? $10 packs or new drum stuff? And the answer is new drum stuff at this point. With the occasional little splurge on packs. 151, I hit that Charizard, and I still want to crack more 151, but I just was waiting and waiting for prices to go down, and it never happened. I think that there's going to be reprints. There's got to be reprints. But we will see. I'm hoping that they do, because like even Shining Fates, they had all these reprints, and there were years later, all of a sudden they showed up, and that's what I'm hoping happens with 151. Is I still think there's a demand for it. I'm just waiting for that for them to do a big reprint, and then I can the demand drops hopefully one day, and at that point I can scoop up some 151 for a better price. Frozen Rain Orb. Man, I am reminiscing on these cards. The Foo Fighters. I like the Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters is a cool card. Van Meter Visitor, I would say, is my big one. Glad that I hit a Ghost Train again. That Ghost Train seems to be my card that I hit. I just have some luck with Ghost Train. And I like it quite a bit. Here we go. We're getting down to the last packs here. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I appreciate y'all putting up with this. It's been a while. Got a lot off my mind here. I enjoyed ranting.
This one is dedicated to
Here
all
we
the
go.
bravest in the nation.
Third last pack it is. Give me some fire in these last packs. Come on. Give me something big. Something bigger than the Van Meter would be nice. Flatwoods or a UFO or a Men in Black. Oh man, I love a Men in Black. Let's say Herman Beast. Yuck. Lots of reversies in this one. Oopsies. I'm glad that there were some of the packs. You know, it was nice to revisit Wilderness. It was nice to revisit second edition and some other UFO. That was a fun little touch there. Oh, I like this one. Breakfast Aliens. There are some cool alien cards. It got looked over because of all the issues. Oh, look at that. Very cool. Thunder, nice. Love it. Casablanca entities. They really should have added the what's the one with the big the Fresno Nightcrawler. I don't know why they did not add the Fresno Nightcrawler into this. That would have just made this set even better. But then they screwed up the booster boxes so bad. 100,000 booster boxes filled with like 25 to 30 hollows in them. Yikes. Even some I think I had even higher than 30. I think I had some that had like 34 or almost a full. Oh boy. What a mess that is. Those are not worth anything anymore. Hey, another Drowned Sea Orb. Well, it is what it is. I'm happy that I got the Van Meter Visitor. I've got one of these NFT ones stored in my little display. I still have my MetaZoo display because I love it. And I will keep that display up because I just find MetaZoo so degenerate that it's kind of that's where my fun has been for the last couple of years with MetaZoo's. It's just like crappy cards with art that I do like. Some of the art is but like I do appreciate the art, what the artists have done with the art. But I mean, for the most part, crappy card stock. You know, cheap materials all around. Sorting issues throughout their entirety of their nearly their entirety of their existence. MetaZoo has been a disaster since the start. So thanks for watching this video. ADHDTCG. One day I will be back. Who knows when? And throw some comments down. I'll check the comments out and we can chat. Tell me how much I've upset you. All right. Bye bye.